everybody. Thank you for watching my video. Tonight I would like to go over hands-on manipulatives. This is a focus on grades 1 through 3. These assignments, though, can be, or I should say lesson plans, these lesson plans can be done with any grade. You will just need to adjust some of the aspects of it. So first I'm going to go over the clouds and the hands-on manipulatives we will be using for that. So the lesson plan is going over the types of clouds. Now what I would do with my students is I would take them outside where I would have a viewfinder. Now I couldn't find one. I looked on some educational websites, but I might just end up having to make my own nice one. But this is basically what it is. So I take the students out. I'd like to have a few of these so that they can all take turns going through this. Now this is it's a square and it has some aspects of clouds on it and some different shapes. And it has a stick that the student holds up and they can view these different clouds with it. Now, after we have taken them outside and they've gotten to stretch their legs and see the clouds, I will take my whiteboard and I will have these students raise their hands and call out different characteristics of these types of the clouds that they saw outside today. Okay, was the sky blue? Was it gray? Were the clouds long and thin and wispy? Or, have them just call out characteristics. So, once we've done that, I'll introduce the class to this worksheet and we will go over the types of clouds that there are. Now, where I would differ from this worksheet is, as you can see, it already has the types of clouds written on it, and here is where they add their description and what they do and their shape. So I will leave this blank so that we can go over that one by one, because I want the students to write out the word. I want them to write it out so that they can recall it to memory. So once we have gone through this and we understand the different shapes and characteristics of the clouds, then they will move on to a hands-on activity where they will take cotton balls and glue for their materials, and they will use the cotton balls to shape out the physical characteristics of the clouds, use the glue to glue it onto construction paper, any type of paper they would like. I unfortunately only have white at home, so sorry if it blends in a little bit, but you can see that the clouds all have different shapes, different sizes, and this is how these students will be able to visualize this. Now, where I believe this will help English language learners students is, I will be having them visually look at the types of clouds. They will see the different shapes, and they can associate it with the word, because I have had the students write out the word, the name of the cloud. So, for example, the stratus. They have had to write out stratus 2 or 3 times along with the characteristics, along with the visual. So they have all of those bits of information together that they can put to memory. This is also a hands-on activity, which makes it more engaging, which makes them more likely, again, to commit this to memory. And I think that all students would really enjoy this lesson plan. I think that it's something that would keep them engaged. I remember doing something like this when I was a student, and I remember just having a blast with it. So, moving on, the next lesson that I would like to illustrate for you guys is on the different earth layers. So, you can really choose, I would start off with reading material. You can choose any type of book or short video that pertains to the layers of the earth. I would do either, I was thinking, I pulled it up here, I couldn't find the book that I wanted to find, so here's an illustration of it. So they have this in a video as well as a book, and it's the Magic School Bus going over the layers of the earth. When I was a child, I was always really interested in the Magic School Bus. They made learning fun, so I would want to introduce that to keep my students engaged with it. So once we have done that, and they've kind of got an intro into the Earth's layers, we're going to make an Earth. So we're going to get the different colored Play-Dohs, and the different colored Play-Dohs, we're going to put them together in the shape of the Earth so that we can go over the layers. So we will start off with the inner core, which is our red, and we're going to roll it into a ball until it is a circle. Then we're going to take the outer core, and we are going to wrap it around it in a circle, still keeping that circle shape. I'm not going to tell the students we're making an Earth, but I'm hoping that they'll kind of realize it. Or I guess they'll know it's the inner core, but I'm not telling them what I'm doing with the Play-Doh. So then we're going to take the inner Earth, and we're going to wrap it around that. So now we're getting a pretty big ball. We're going to pull out our black, which is the mantle. And I think this would really keep the students interested because they're getting to have fun. They're getting to play. We're going over, we're getting to go over what is what. So, okay, the mantle is the outer core. This is stuff that's helping them because they're using their hands, they're getting a visual, and it's going to make it easier for them to pick this information up. So now we have the last, which is the blue. And then you can put green around it to make the Earth. I will when I have my students. However, today, for time's sake, I'm just going to leave it at the blue ball. So then they will have a butter knife. Well, I don't know. I guess that depends on the school. So now, you can see now it's cut in half, and they can visually see how everything works together. So this is a nice visual of how our world works, how it looks when it's chopped in half. So then I will have the students label. So again, we've gone over, okay, red is the inner core, orange is the outer core. Now we've gone over that. Now they're going to label it to a piece of paper and attach it to a toothpick, and they're going to stick it in the correct layers. So they're going to have 5 of those, and I have gone ahead and done it ahead of time. So now these are all labeled. So now they have a piece of the Earth with the labels. Now that they've done that, to close the assignment, they will be given again another worksheet, but this one they can color. This will just be more of an informal assessment so that I can make sure that the students were able to understand the information. They will just label it for me, color it, preferably the colors that we used. So I think that these are all great ways for students to learn because we're keeping them interested, we're keeping them engaged, we're letting them have fun, and we're recommitting vocabulary throughout the entire thing. We're labeling everything through the entire thing so that with each time it's more likely for them to commit to memory. I'd like to thank you very much for watching. I had a great time putting together these assignments. I hope you like them.